Hey guys, what's up? It's your girl Kiki, and I am back with another one. I've been gone for a minute, y'all know how I do, but I'm back. And you know, this is a busy weekend, so we got a couple things to discuss. So come in, and join me. Alright, so this weekend of June 20th, okay, is Juneteenth, becoming an official holiday. The actual day of Juneteenth, you know what I'm saying? And Father's Day. Okay, you already know we always gotta do hashtag Todayz Sicko. Ain't nothing changing the formula, because I'm always gonna bring awareness, because I already made that pledge. I already put my word on it, and we're gonna continue with that. So let's just get into it. First things first, Juneteenth. Juneteenth is officially a federal holiday. You know what I'm saying? That means, you know, we get to be off, pay days off, you know what I'm saying? But that's not the main thing. The main thing is the history behind Juneteenth. Okay? And this woman named Opal Lee has been fighting for 40 years plus to get, you know, Juneteenth declared a national holiday. But even though there's no such thing as a national holiday, because, you know, they ain't got the power to be like, hey, y'all gonna celebrate this in every single state. But they can make it a federal holiday, and that's exactly what happened this week on Thursday. Joe Biden signed it into law, and, you know, Juneteenth is officially a federal holiday, and that's what's up, because in 1776, we weren't free. Okay? 1865 is when it happened. That's when our people were emancipated, and it should be in the history books, not just something that we stumble upon when we scrolling down social media, not just something that we see if we might type in, what is Juneteenth? You type it in Google, okay? Because folks been knowing about Juneteenth for years, but nobody really took it serious, because nobody really took it serious, okay? But it's important to celebrate our ancestors, because they've been waiting a very long time to be able to have something to celebrate them. Okay? So, yes. And let's not forget those who chose to see. Okay? And if y'all know who those are that chose to see, those are the ones that either got sick, or they were like, listen, y'all ain't finna enslave me, and they jumped off them slave ships. Okay? Know your history, because it's very important. Because what do they say? If you don't know your history, you're doomed to repeat it, or something like that. So, you know what I'm saying? And a lot of people I've seen today, you know, a lot of people are upset, like, oh, yeah, they gave us Juneteenth, but y'all not woke. Where's our anti-hate bill? Because, you know, they got the anti-hate bill for the Asians, or whatever it is. And they're like, oh, they gave us a holiday, but where's our bill? And I get it. But listen, everything, it's always going to be a fight. You know what I'm saying? This is my opinion, because y'all know it's KeKe's POV. Alright? I give my opinion. You ain't got to agree. If you disagree, you know where to go in the comments. Let me know why you disagree. If you agree, let me know in the comments why you agree. But, everything's a fight. It's been over 40 years that this lady Opal Lee been trying to get the Juneteenth declared a holiday. You know what I'm saying? And yes, I understand that when this whole thing happened, that like so quickly, there was a bill written against hate crimes against Asians. And I get that. And I honestly didn't even take the time to go and really research this bill, because I'm not going to say it's not important to me, but when it comes to the situation here, I feel like we take our victory and we move towards the next victory, because at the end of the day, this thing is an entire, like, war. And this is one battle that has been won. And now we continue to fight the rest of the battles, because whether folks want to admit it or not, there's always going to be a fighting battle for our people. You know what I'm saying? So, speaking of our people, it is Father's Day weekend, okay? And let me tell you something. I ain't been on social media yet, because you know how it goes. Every Father's Day, we got the moms that's like, I was the mom and the dad. Oh, deadbeats, this, that, the third, da, 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 da. And I feel like we overshadowing the good ones. So, actually, I was on social media yesterday, and I was like, they already starting up, because I saw a post, and it was like, we should ban and cancel Father's Day because it's offensive to single mothers and same-sex parents or same-sex couples. Now, first I was like, because my question is, how would Father's Day be offensive to same-sex couples or same-sex parents, however you want to put it? If there are two men, wouldn't they be fathers? So how would they be offended? Why would they be offended? If they're two men that identify themselves as fathers, if they have children, why would you ban the day that celebrates them taking care of their kids and doing what they're supposed to do as father figures and parents in a child life? How would they be offended? What would they be offended by? If anything, I feel like they'll be flattered. But, you know, okay, we'll get into it. And then it was like, oh, single mother is offensive to single mothers. I'm not offended. We got a day. Okay, Mother's Day is our day, so what am I offended by? Yes, I'm a single mother. My kid's father, he is not around, he is not present, he don't do nothing in his kids' lives. But I'm not gonna be like, yeah, let's cancel the holiday. They don't need no day in the patriarchy. And bro, shut up, because at this point, y'all tripping. It just seems like y'all mad and y'all bitter. Let it go. Like, I didn't even grow up with my father, you know what I'm saying? My father wasn't around. And I'm still not like, yeah, let's cancel Father's Day. Like, bro, get over it. You know what I'm saying? Like, y'all want everything? Y'all want Mother's Day and Father's Day? Come on now. Like, all fathers are not deadbeats. Okay, so there's no point in punishing the entire whole of fathers because of the bad baby daddy that you chose to procreate with. That's on you, sis. Make better choices. Okay, because I know a lot of good guys who are good fathers, you know what I'm saying, that take care of their kids, that love their children, that are present in their kids' lives, and have positive impacts on their children's lives. So why, if mothers can get a day, why can't fathers get a day to celebrate the fact that they're doing what they're supposed to do? You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm trying to figure out where the issue is here. Like, I don't understand why it is that in today's society we always trying to sit here and switch up everything and take stuff away and this and that. They're like, yo, y'all doing too much for me. Okay? Because also, here's the thing. Deadbeat moms exist. So we're supposed to cancel the whole day for all of us, even the single moms included, because we got some moms that don't take care of their kids because they want to be out here thought and carrying on while their mama take care of their kids, or while the state take care of their kids, or while their kids in foster care, or whatever, or while they just getting checks and their kids running around looking all crazy while they sitting here running around in designer and the newest shoes and the most expensive wig and the most makeup on their face. So we should cancel Mother's Day too, because, you know what I'm saying, them like 25 of them, none of us should have it. Like, y'all logic don't make sense and it doesn't exist at the same time. You know what I'm saying? Because since there are these deadbeat moms, there are single fathers who do it all by themselves, who take care of their kids all by themselves. So why can't they have it to be like, you know what? I see you. You know what I'm saying? I see you and I appreciate you. Why not? I just want somebody to explain to me in the comments why we should do that. Because I'm just saying. Because just because y'all daddies ain't around, or you don't like your daddy, or your baby daddy ain't around, why is it that the men who positively impact these children's lives shouldn't be celebrated? I just want somebody to explain it to me. Because if you can explain it to me, then I might just agree with you. You know what I'm saying? But at this point, I'm really not seeing it. Because what about the man that stepped up in some way, shape, or form when your baby daddy walked out, or your baby daddy just wasn't present at all, or when you didn't know your baby daddy? And I'm not saying that these are always the case, but what I'm saying is there are some men who step up and they'll take care of a kid that's not theirs, or they'll mentor a kid, you know what I'm saying? And you don't want to celebrate that person. You don't want to show that person that you're appreciative of them doing something that, for one, they didn't even have to do. Let's just be clear. Okay, that's not their responsibility, but they chose to take that on. So let's cancel the day. Because even though biologically that might not be their kid, they still being a father figure to that kid. They still being a dad to that kid. You know what I'm saying? They still that somebody, that person that kid can look up to. But let's cancel the day. Why celebrate that person? There's too many dads out here that don't play about their kids. There's too many dads out here that fight hard for their kids. Because the same way, okay, because we all see the pattern. Like, it's a lot of times it's the good fathers end up with the trash baby mamas and vice versa. And the good baby mamas end up with the trash baby fathers. Okay? Bad judging character. Make better choices. And I'm included in that. You know what I'm saying? And it's just like, I know I have a couple friends who have to sit here and really fight to be in their kid's life because the baby mom mad because they don't want to be with them. They just want to take care of their kid. You know, the father just want to take care of their kid and just, you know what I'm saying, and just try to be cordial with the baby mother. Baby mother sitting here using the kids as pawns. Oh, pay my this, give me some money, you ain't gonna see your kid, da 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 da. Like, bro, when I be seeing these posts on social media, I be like, yo, that's crazy. But then when I actually know people that really go through this, that really gotta sit here and fight in court to be able to see their kid really getting extorted to really see their kids, like, it's crazy. You know what I'm saying? And how is that okay? But these men step up and they sit here and they're like, yo, I'm going to fight for my kid. That's my kid. That's my seed. You know what I'm saying? So why wouldn't you celebrate that? Why wouldn't you commend that? Why doesn't that deserve any recognition? I just want to know. Every year it's the same thing. Like, these bitter baby mamas be mad and they want to sit here and bash, oh, Father's Day, I'm mommy, I'm daddy. Listen, regardless of what y'all want to say, a woman cannot teach a boy to be a man. I don't care. There's just some things that men have to teach a boy to do that a woman can't do. Woman probably won't even be able to, like, understand coming from a man's point of view, especially a black man. Let's be real. Let's come on now. They need a dad. They need the stuff that they need a father figure for. All right? And I'm just saying, because I have a son. And I know that there's some things that I will not be able to teach my son. But I have a whole army of brothers. And they can and they will. And even though none of my brothers are fathers, but they are that male figure, you know what I'm saying, in my kids' life, including my daughters. You know what I'm saying? And they need to be commended for that as well. I don't care. Like, that's just where I'm at with it. You know what I'm saying? Because there's some things that boys and men will have to deal with that a woman will probably never even fathom. Same way that there's things like having babies and being pregnant, things like that a man can see, but he will never experience. He will never be able to fathom having a life grow inside of him and things like that. So there's certain things that you can't be like, well, I was mommy and daddy. No, you were mommy and mad. Stop being angry. Because guess what? You being mommy and daddy made you away. And it shows. Get therapy. Okay? Get therapy. They let these men have their day. Okay? And make better choices of who you procreate with. Period. Because here's the thing. You got fathers. You got stepfathers. You got the father figures. You got the mentors. You got the coaches. You have all of these different people that, whether biological fathers to these children or not, they have an impact on these kids' life. Some of them have made these kids' lives better. Some of these men have helped a child go in the right way, have helped turn a child's life around. So again, why would you not celebrate that? Because these same men that probably stepped up for your kid probably have their own children. You know what I'm saying? And you're like, oh, cancel the day. And y'all bashing these men and all the rest of that. All these men is not bad. You just pick bad men. We just pick bad men. Period. I don't know what else to say. The problem is that get so caught up. Oh, my toxic trait is that I care too much. My toxic trait is... Bro, come on now. Your toxic trait is that you made bad choices and you want to sit here and play the victim over it. Guess what? Put your big girl drawers on and get over it. Let these men have their day. Same way you have your day on Mother's Day. You're like, I need to be celebrated. They need to be celebrated as well. Okay? Because it's not all about us. It's gender roles for a reason. And people going, oh my God, no. That's a whole nother episode. Okay? But I said what I said. Okay? Let these men have their day. Stop being bitter. Stop being mad. Get that man a gift. Okay? If you're doing the right thing. Okay? Now, the ones who really are deadbeats that really ain't doing nothing for their kids and really ain't present in their kids' life. I mean, honestly, this ain't their day. We said Father's Day. Okay? We did not say Sperm Donor Day. I don't know what day that is. Okay, maybe it's in July. Maybe it's after like 4th of July or something like that. Or it's like August, right before school starts. I don't know. But, you know, say Sperm Donor Day for the deadbeats. But this day is the day that these men have earned by doing right by these children and doing what they're supposed to do. So let them have their day. I mean, that's all I got. Now, you know what I'm saying? We're going to jump into this hashtag Todayz Sicko, and it's quite a few of them, and I'm just not reading the article, but basically I'm gonna give you the gist of it. So this man named Ruben Andre Garcia he's getting 20 years in jail. Now I love when I see these human trafficking cases and it's folks being held accountable and they getting some real time, okay? Because they be violating these folks and it's ridiculous. See, I'm saying folks right now because this one is not about children. They're adults, but they're young ladies, and regardless, they've been exploited and they have been violated. So when these perpetrators go to jail, I love it. I love it. So basically, this dude Ruben Garcia and some other dude named Michael Pratt, they were basically recruiting these girls. I don't know, like if they was on, I don't know, it doesn't say exactly how they were recruiting them, but they were recruiting girls, saying that they were like a modeling agency and things like that. And then they would book them flights, have them come out and be like, yeah, basically for it's called Girls Do Porn and Girls Do Toys or something like that. And they basically lured them out, was like, yeah, we're going to pay you this X amount of money. We're going to pay for your flights. You're going to get a hotel. Nobody's ever going to see it. The porn's not going to be released in the United States. Nobody will ever know who you are. Nobody will see your face, and it'll be released. And these girls believed them. They would sit here and have these girls sign contracts. They would never give the girls a copy of the contracts. They would offer them liquor and weed, and then have them make a video like, oh, I'm not under any influence of any drugs or alcohol or anything like that, after offering them, and even if they consumed it. Then when these girls would see what was going on, they would try to leave, and then they would start to extort these girls and tell them, oh, well, if you don't finish, we're going to sue you. If you don't finish, we're not going to pay for your flight home. If you don't finish, we're going to release what we have, and everybody going to see you. So they were basically, excuse me, they were basically blackmailing these girls and intimidating them and coercing them into doing these freaking these porns. So what they would do is the girls, and ultimately the videos that these girls made were put on Girls Do Porn, Girls Do Toys, and even some excerpts are on like Pornhub and stuff like that. And on the contract, they had like fake companies where it would be like bubblegum casting and stuff like that. It never said anything about these porn companies that they actually gave these videos to after they recorded them. And during a lot of the recordings, like they told these girls that it only take them like half an hour to record, and they would take hours. And you know, the act of, you know, them making the porn was painful for these girls. They were pretty much like not wanting to do it. They would try to stop. They would ask to stop filming, and they would sit here and extort them. They would block the hotel doors, the hotel room doors where the girls were recording the videos, and they pretty much was just like, well, they figured they had to finish in order for them to be able to get home, for them to be able to get out of there safely. So, you know, these girls were between the ages of 18 and 20, and they're young. they just knew they was gonna come and get some money for doing a quick little video, and then it turned into something totally different. And then when it came time to pay them, they would pay them way less than they originally agreed before they got them to come out. And they would be like, oh, well, you got a mole, so you know, you got a tattoo or something, some flaw, and they were like, this is why we pay you less, because you got these imperfections. And what they would do is, when they would start recruiting these girls, they would basically book the flight like the next day or within 2 days, because they didn't want the girl to change her mind before they got her out there. And then when they got her out there, that's when the whole script changed. Basically, they really just victimized these girls and took advantage of the fact that they were young and kind of foolish to think that, you know, oh, this hit me up, this seems legit, they're offering me this amount of money, and because they getting flued out and all the rest of this, you know, you're not thinking, and then you get there and it's a total bamboozle. Yeah, so it's odd that I found this article today, because I just saw a headline saying that Pornhub is being sued by girls, saying that Pornhub knew that these people were illegally putting their videos on there, and saying that it's ran like the mafia or something like that. I just read a quick little excerpt of it, so I didn't, you know, read it in its entirety. But Pornhub is being sued because these videos that they did not permit to be put on the internet are showing up on Pornhub, and Pornhub is saying that they didn't know that, you know, that consent wasn't given or whatever the case may be, and that the claims are ridiculous. But now that I found this story, it's seeming like they're one and the same, or they coincide with each other, because this Ruben Andre Garcia and the Michael Pratt and a bunch of other people that sat here and got these girls to make these videos, and then you have these other girls that saying these videos popped up on Pornhub and everything like that, which they were putting their videos on Pornhub as well. And now there's a suit going on. I'm not surprised, but you know, I'm not gonna say that it's directly connected, but it would seem so. So Ruben Andre Garcia is 31. He's from San Diego, and he pled guilty, and he's getting 20 years in jail. FBI is offering $50,000 for information linked to the rest of the dude Michael James Pratt. This really seems like a Lifetime movie, for real, but it's real life. Like, I need to realize that this is really happening to people, and that's why I always sit here and try to, you know, make people aware, make sure I bring awareness, because this is a serious thing. Okay, because people are still going missing. Kids are still going missing. Kids are still getting trafficked. And so are these young ladies. You know what I'm saying? So it's always important to sit here and be aware and to know. Because everybody just be like, okay, yeah, this is something that's going on. And then it hits close to home. And now you get hit with that gut punch. So y'all need to know what's going on. And there was a few other defendants in this case. There was a dude named Matthew Isaac Wolf. Theodore Gee. Because he had information about all that was going on. He was obstructed justice and something else he did. And there was a Valerie Moser and Amberlyn D. Nord. And you know, the thing that pisses me off a lot about this is that when these girls are getting extorted and trafficked and things like that, is that there's always a female that's sitting here and helping this happen to another female. And it's like, yo, 9 times out of 10, you went through the same thing, so why would you put another girl through something that you went through? And I know damn well you did not enjoy it when it was happening to you. You were not happy that it was happening to you. Yeah, and still this is what you do to somebody else. I just don't understand why you would inflict the same kind of pain on someone that has been inflicted upon yourself. Like, y'all need to go get healing. Okay? I'm glad y'all all going to jail, because the less of these freaks and creeps on the streets, okay? Like, I'm about to be a rapper out here. Like, the better. Okay? It's gonna be like I said, it's always gonna be like an endless thing, because when you lock some away, there's still a whole bunch more on the street. It just is what it is. But, you know, like I said, like, it's a war, but again, another battle won. So if you're still here, make sure you click that like button. Make sure you drop down in the comments and tell me, you know, your opinion about today's show, what y'all think. about Father's Day, Juneteenth becoming a federal holiday, and even if you got something to ask or, you know, add to today's hashtag, today's Sicko, you know what I'm saying? I'll be back when I'm back. You know what I'm saying? It's just that certain times it's just I have to get that motivation or something to inspire me to be able to come up here, because I ain't just trying to feed y'all no BS. So I'll catch you guys in the next episode, and bye guys.